Welcome back once again for the 9th of my League's region breakdowns, today with the Wilderness region. As always, this breakdown will not be covering strategies for the area, uses for the relic, or uses for the combat masteries. There will be a playlist of the previous videos on screen to check out if you haven't already, and you could skip ahead to the relevant chapters below. For the Wilderness region, you'll have access to the entire wilderness. Shocker, I know. This includes the Ferox Enclave, Bandit Camp, Dark Warriors Fortress, Mage Arena, Rogue's Castle, and the Pirates Hideout, as well as the Wilderness Slayer Cave, the Wilderness God Wars Dungeon, the Foreign 3 Dungeon, and the Lava Maze. In this leagues, both Last Man Standing and Bounty Hunter will not be accessible. Loot keys will be disabled and PvP deaths will be treated like a PvM death. As everyone will be an Iron Man, this means you will receive nothing by PKing another person in the wilderness. Upon death, your loot will instead go to your gravestone and PvM deaths will be acting as normal. You will also only be able to cross the wilderness ditch and go in and out of the wilderness into regions that you have unlocked. Access to the Revenant Caves will be free instead of requiring the usual 100,000 coins to enter. Access to the Wilderness Agility course will not require the 150,000 coin requirement to receive items from the Agility Dispenser. And finally, the lap counter is not reset upon death. Krystilia will assign tasks in the same way as all other Slayer Masters, and will not only assign Wilderness tasks. Any Slayer task that you complete within the Wilderness will have a chance to drop a Laren's Key, regardless of the Slayer Master that gave it to you. Picking the Wilderness region only automatically completes a single quest, which is the Enter the Abyss mini-quest. Both the Mage Arena 1 and Mage Arena 2 quests are available with only the Wilderness unlocked also. If you pick the Wilderness in combination with Asgarnia and Mauritania, you can complete the Devious Mines and Wanted quests. Picking the Desert will give you access to the What Lies Below quest, and unlocking either of the Desert or Fremennik Province will automatically complete both Devious Mines and Wanted. In the Wilderness Diary is able to be completed. There are no easy tasks that will be automatically completed for you, however, in the medium tier, the task to smith a gold helmet in the resource area will be completed upon picking the region. The hard tasks to take the agility shortcut from Trollheim into the Wilderness, and to fish a raw lava eel in the Wilderness will be completed automatically. And finally, the elite task to teleport to Gorok will be completed also. Many of the Wilderness drops will be boosted with a rate presumed to be up to 5 times the normal drop rate at the highest level, starting at normal rates. Within the Wilderness, this will affect the Abyssal Whip drop from Abyssal Demons, lowering it from 1 in 512 to 1 in 102. It will also affect the Abyssal Dagger drop from Abyssal Demons, going from a rate of 1 in 32,000 to 1 in 6,400. From Artio, Spindle and Calvarion, the drop rate of the Dragon Two-Handed Sword will be reduced from 1 in 358 to 1 in 71. The Dragon Pickaxe, another drop that they each share, will also go from 1 in 358 to 1 in 71. The Voidwaker pieces, which are the Voidwaker hilt from Artio, the Voidwaker gem from Spindle, and the Voidwaker blade from Calvarion, are all reduced from a 1 in 912 rate to a 1 in 182 rate. The Wilderness weapon upgrades, which are the Claws of Callisto from Artio, the Fangs of Venenatus from Spindle, and the Skull of Vedion from Calvarion, are each dropped from a rate of 1 in 618 to a rate of 123. Finally, the Tyrannical Ring, Treasonous Ring, and Ring of the Gods, dropped from Artio, Spindle, and Calvarion respectively, are all lowered from a 1 in 716 rate to a rate of 1 in 143. Many of the drops from Artio, Spindle, and Calvarion are also dropped by the bosses Callisto, Venenatus, and Vetion at lower rates. The Dragon Pickaxe will be lowered between a 1 in 256 rate to a 1 in 51 rate, which applies to the Chaos Elemental also. The Dragon 2H Sword will go from a 1 in 256 to 1 in 51 from Callisto, Venenatus, and Vetion, while it will drop from 1 in 128 to 1 in 25 from the Chaos Elemental. The Voidwaker pieces will drop from Callisto, Venenatus, and Vetion from a rate of 1 in 360 down to a 1 in 72 rate. The Wilderness weapon upgrades will drop from 1 in 196 to 1 in 39, and finally the rings will drop from 1 in 512 to 1 in 102. The Malediction and Odium shards, which are dropped in 3 pieces each from Chaos Fanatic, the Crazy Archaeologist, and Scorpia, are boosted from 1 in 256 rate to a 1 in 51 rate. From the Corporeal Beasts, the Arcane Sigil will go from 1 in 1365 to 1 in 273, as will the Spectral Sigil. The Elysian Sigil, however, will drop from a rate of 1 in 4095 to 1 in 819. The Fedora drop from the Crazy Archaeologist will be boosted from 1 in 128 to 1 in 25, and the Dragon Chainbody from Dust Devils will be reduced from 1 in 32,768 to 1 in 6,553. The chances of getting an Amulet of Eternal Glory from the Fountain of Ruin will be lowered from 1 in 25,000 to 1 in 5,000. The Dragon Pickaxe drop from the King Black Dragon will be reduced from 1 in 1,000 to 1 in 200. And the Draconic Visage drop, which can be obtained in the Wilderness from both the KBD and regular Black Dragons within the Wilderness Slayer Cave, will have the drop rate boosted from 1 in 5,000 to 1 in 1,000. From the Laren's Big Chest, the 3 pieces of the Dagon High Robes will be reduced from a rate of 1 in 256 to a rate of 51 per piece. The Vigora's Chain Mace, Crossbow, and Thammaron's Scepter will go from a rate of 1 in 14,667 per individual item to a rate of 1 in 2,933. This and all soon-to-be mentioned Revenant drops apply specifically to the rates from Revenant Knights and the Revenant Dragons, whilst gold. The Amulet of Avarice will be boosted from a rate of 1 in 7,334 to 1 in 1,466. Any of the Ancient Artifacts will be boosted from 1 in 440 to 1 in 88. The Ancient Crystal will be boosted from 1 in 1,467 to 1 in 293. And the U-Seed and Magic Seed drops will be boosted from 1 in 1,100 to 1 in 220. For the final few boosted drops, the Dragon Boots dropped by Spiritual Mages will go from 1 in 128 to 1 in 25. The Teleport Anchoring Scroll from Zombie Pirates will be reduced from 1 in 20,000 to 1 in 4,000, and the same drop from the Zombie Pirates Locker will go from 1 in 275 to 1 in 55. By unlocking the Wilderness region, the following Slayer tasks will be added globally to all Slayer Masters: Bears, Dust Devils, Ents, Ice Giants, Lava Dragons, Necreal, Revenants, and Skeletons. The final thing for today, it has been confirmed that the King Black Dragon will be the Echo Boss for this region. It will have a chance to drop not 1 but 2 Echo items, the Thunder Khopesh and the Thousand Dragon Ward. The Thunder Khopesh will attack twice, and if either attack is successful, will produce an additional Lightning Bolt dealing up to 100% of the original attack's maximum hit. The Thunder Khopesh can also deal full damage to the Corporeal Beast and has a chance of triggering an Area of Effect Lightning Bolt. The Thousand Dragon Ward, however, grants immunity to status effects, including Poison, Desert Heat, Dragon Fire, and many more. And that's it for today. Leave a like if this has been helpful to you, and subscribe to see any future videos. Next time I'll be breaking down the region of Kourend. See ya!